All right, so I'm gonna go through this. Like I said, for you guys that are at home, you guys that are in class, the key is to draw this as light as you can. So whenever you're drawing this with your pencil, what you don't want to do, you don't want to just hold it like you normally would and, draw your lines because they'll come out pretty dark. What you want to do is you want to set your ruler and you kind of want to hold it like in the palm of your hand. And usually I have it just kind of sitting in my palm. I'm holding the end and I'm just kind of pulling it towards me. And that is going to give me a nice light line compared to a dark line. So keep that in mind when you're drawing this. What I'm going to do, for the most part, this is a review because we've done this once with our tree grid. And now we're going to do kind of the same setup with the level 2. So I'm going to do mine in marker. I'll go through the whole thing. And then once I'm done, I'll let you do your part. And I'll turn on the lights and all that good stuff. So paper in front of me. I'm starting in the landscape orientation. We're going to make 2 reference marks. Somewhere near the top, 0 on the edge of the paper. And I'm going to mark every inch going all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once I have my first set of reference marks at the top, I'll slide my ruler towards the bottom. Somewhere near the bottom, same thing. Whatever I did at the top, I'll match at the bottom. 0 on the edge of the paper. And I will mark every inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom. Now, I have 2 sets of reference marks. One at the top, one at the bottom. Now I can take my ruler, connect those 2 marks, and make my line. And like I said, light is a key word. When we were doing the first one with the tree grid, it's not a big deal because a lot of us keep the actual grid as part of our picture. This level 2 drawing, once we're done with the line drawing, then you're going to want to erase the grid. So if you draw this dark, it might be difficult to do that. Also, once you draw a dark line, sometimes even if you erase it, you'll see like the ghost line of it and you'll be able to tell where those pencil lines and those grid lines were. So really concentrate on making these as light as you can. So once I have that first set of lines all the way across, I'm going to turn my paper over, pretty much go to the portrait orientation and do the same thing. So somewhere near the top, I'm going to put my ruler, 0 on the edge of the paper, and mark every inch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slide it down. Whatever I did at the top, I'll do at the bottom. 0 on the edge of the paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And once I have those 2 reference marks, I can take my ruler and connect those and make my grid, make my lines all across the paper to create my grid. And what you should have is you should have 9 squares one way, 12 squares the other, 1-inch squares. And this is going to be the setup for the drawing. Now next time we meet, we're going to go over together a couple of squares, and then I'll just give you the rest of the picture so you can draw this. This is what it should look like when you're done. This picture, from doing the line drawing and then doing the shading, in total it's going to take us maybe 4 or 5 class periods. So this is going to be a picture that's going to take a while. So make sure you set it up correctly. And I went ahead and recorded this video, and now we'll upload this onto Google Classroom so you guys can take a look and follow along if you missed any of this. Because if it doesn't look like this, you need to take the time and look at the video and follow along so you're matching this 1-inch squares all the way through your paper.